Good morning, people. I just landed in your town.
Good evening, I'm Sean Mahoney.
Tara Merkel.
And we're hashtag
Just saying. I missed the cue. I'm so sorry.
Want to do it again?
No, it's no, not already. What can I say?
Top story tonight. Got my own Funko Pop.
Ah!
Yay!
Oh, it's a
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Mystery Science Theater Funko Pop.
Tom Servo.
Is that your first Funko Pop?
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh!
This is my first.
Oh, you never forget your first. So they say.
Well, I've been in a little phase.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've mentioned before in past ones, and how I go through phases. And right now I'm in my Mystery Science Theater 3000 phase.
Mm-hmm.
Got the shirt on. And I figured I'm going to get my first Funko Pop, and guess what it's going to be?
Oh. I thought for sure it was going to be Bob Ross.
No, he's soon though.
You know, the fun part is now that the holidays are over, and if I see any, I can just buy them for myself now.
Yep. And there's 3 other ones out there.
I know.
You need to get all 4.
Don't think I'm not going to try to collect them all.
Ooh, you have to.
Like Pokemon. Pokemon. Collect them all.
It's fun.
I knew it.
So, at first I'm thinking to myself, yeah, they're fun to collect, and you know they're cute, but Funko Pop just wasn't my thing.
Okay.
Then I saw this, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get one.
And you got suckered in.
Yep, but I'm not gonna have like a huge collection.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the other one, which is Crow,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll get myself a Bob Ross one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually a Stone Cold one out there.
There is?
Yes.
That surprises me.
So I'm just gonna get a couple for myself eventually.
Oh, hey, that's fine. Do you? I got a whole shelving full of them.
Yes, you do.
They're fun. I pose a question to you.
I might pose an answer.
All right. Have you ever had one of those weeks that one little disturbance in your sleep and it's like a domino thing? Like your entire sleep is fucked for the rest of the week.
I don't believe so.
Sean, nope, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I had a really bad sleep, I want to say Sunday night into Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mistake is I compensated because we didn't have work on Monday. Was that the Monday we didn't have work? I think it was that the last Monday. I don't even know what week it is anymore.
This past Monday we had work.
Okay. I thought it was a long weekend this past weekend. No, it was because... No, it was a long weekend because I had Friday off. I had Thursday and Friday off.
You had a long weekend.
Because of the snow. Right? Or was that the week prior? No, it was this past week. Oh my god, folks, I am so sorry.
This week was a full 5-day week.
Yeah, but we had snow last week, right? You were on vacation last week?
Last week.
Okay, so the snow happened last week.
Yeah.
So I had a long weekend. And it just completely screwed up my inner clock. And
I guess it did.
It did. And I have slept very poorly all week.
Oh.
Like, I'll eventually fall asleep at like 1:30, 2 a.m. And I have to get up at like 5:30.
Ooh.
And that's awful. And I'm not trying to complain, but I am complaining. I'm not trying to complain because I'm doing it quite well.
All this week, I've been rolling over to go to sleep around 1 or just past 1.
And it's like, oh, man. And what was it? I think it was Wednesday? Might have been Wednesday or Thursday. My alarm went off, and it's an alarm on my phone, right? Apparently, I reached over, grabbed my phone, put it on my chest, shut it off, and then just went and passed out. And then I woke up like 10 minutes later, and I was like, oh, shit! So I was like running late, and it was awful for me. But...
well, that was just the beginning of it, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Part of our other news today.
Well, maybe
Traffic this week sucked ass.
Maybe not news, but it's a happening. It is definite happening.
This is a traffic report.
We went from like zero traffic to a ton of traffic. Now here's the thing: I have to take this highway in Massachusetts called Route 24.
You're fired.
Route 24. I felt like I was gonna be fired this week. Route 24 is horrible. I do the Bill Clinton with my hand. Route 24 is horrible. He has like a southern. I can't do a Bill Clinton impression. He always kind of sounds like the Foghorn Leghorn. I say, boy.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I didn't.
Yeah, I did. I lied.
Anyways.
She was good.
Gosh golly. So, right. Route 24 really, really sucks. And there was basically an accident every single day on Route 24. Tuesday I was coming home, and on I guess it was southbound side, was completely shut down for an hour because there was a car fire.
Oh.
Like, no.
Was it on the side of the road or was it out in the middle?
You know, I'm not sure because here's the thing. I was sitting there and I was like, I don't know. All right, people. I don't want you to judge me. All right. But I am going to say this.
Say it.
While I don't like people who slow down and look at things.
Yep.
I, at the very least, was hoping that I would kind of get a quick glimpse at whatever it was that was holding me up. Because I'm like, I need to see.
Know why.
Yes. But here's the thing. Like, whenever something like that happens and I get caught up, I go on the Waze app, and I love people's comments. Mm-hmm. People will make little comments, and they'll be like, you know, oh, traffic is stopped, really bad accident. And then, like, 2 comments down, it's like, well, where the hell is this accident? And then another comment down, it's like, it's not an accident, it's a car fire. It's like, why is a car on fire? I don't fucking know! Like, the people will have, like, things back and forth, and it's like, which lane? Get out of the left lane! Get out of the left lane!
Wrong lane!
Wrong lane! Wrong lane! And people would just go nuts. It's hilarious. People would just go nuts. So, I saw on Waze that it had been a car fire, and I was like, ooh. And somebody was actually like, can you post pics?
That's what I feel is happening when this is all slow as a turtle.
Right.
Everybody wants to look. Then they want to get their phones out. Then they got to tweet about it. You got to take pictures and video.
Well, I would actually be in favor of that if it would speed traffic up. Be like, you just saw it on the app, so just fucking go.
I'd like to stick my head out the window and say, move it, assholes. We're not reporters.
We're not reporters. I don't have my press badge on me. So there was that. Now, I know there have been occasions on the show in past episodes that I have spoken to you good people.
Very good people.
You're very good people. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
We'll kick their ass.
He will. I will peaceably point while he kicks their ass. Now, that one, Sean. Go get that one.
We got a nice bat right over there.
Yeah. I have spoken in the past about work, my job, and issues with the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
He's He's already like, yes.
Tell.
Okay.
Because this sounds like something she hasn't told me yet.
I haven't told you yet.
See?
Because it occurred yesterday, the end of yesterday, and carried into today. All right? So, it was what? It was after my lunch nap. So I was going, so we'll say it's around 2 o'clock. Oh dear!
I didn't touch anything.
Well, what the hell, Sean? You know what? Hang on 1 second. Let me fix that because it's going to piss me off. It's still recording. Takes a beating. Takes a licking. Keeps on ticking.
That's going to be fun to watch.
Won't it, though? There we go. That was weird, huh?
Very.
Hi.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to record. I'm going to pop that out of the... About 12 minutes in, yeah. Real quick. We are actually recording the podcast for YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. We record the
video.
We record video and throw it up there. So.
We're trying out a new camera, too.
Yeah.
That's what fell.
Yeah, the new camera fell. I don't know what's going on with that. So. Anyways.
Anywho. Go on.
So I went to go into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes
Yeah.
you flush the toilet and it keeps running. Because the tank isn't filling right. So it keeps running. What happens when you flush the toilet, folks, is you flush the toilet and then the tank drains and then the water comes back up and then it fills the spout thing and that weighs down the thing and then everything stops running till you have to utilize the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Right? So it was still running. Like it wasn't filling with water. And I was like, oh. And I was like, well, I kind of could probably fix it. And then I went, well, wait a minute. I am neither a licensed plumber.
Well, we know that.
We definitely know that. Nor do I get paid to fix toilets at my job.
Right.
So I said,
it's not your job description.
No, definitely not. I'd be making more money.
Extra.
So I said, no, I'm not going to fix it. So I went to the other bathroom. There's 4 little rooms that are bathrooms. Oh my God. There are 4 rooms that are bathrooms, Sean.
4 bathrooms.
4 bathrooms. But they're just 1-person rooms. It's not like you get like 12 people in a room.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. They are marked like ladies and guys. And others. Is that what you said?
Others.
They are marked ladies and guys, but here's the thing. There's only a few guys who work there. And I was like told on my first day, like, oh, you can use the guys' room. But I mean, it's just a toilet, right? So I don't know why they still have the little things on the door. They should just take them off.
Revenge probe.
A lot of those happen in the men's room. So the toilet was running, so I was like, oh boy. So I went into the next one. So I go to the bath. Now first I was like, okay, I'm going to make sure that this actually is going to flush and that the running toilet hasn't screwed anything up. Because there's nothing worse, folks. Nothing worse than going to the bathroom and then realizing that there's something wrong, like you can't flush. Right?
Especially if it's the number 2.
Yeah, it's either like you can't flush. And one of the worst, most horrifying things in the world is flushing the toilet and seeing that water go up and up and up and you just have a panic attack.
Yep.
Like, what will I do? I remember a friend of mine came to my... I'm a little bit off topic, but it's a bathroom, so it's the same thing. There's a friend of mine was over at my house, and he went to the bathroom, and then he came out, and he pulled me aside, and he goes, hey, I think I broke your toilet. And I went, what? And he goes, I think I broke your toilet. I was like, okay.
We'll go fix it.
And he had the thing that he had flushed had come back to haunt him.
Came back to say hello.
So he was like,
here.
I think I broke it. And I was like, okay. So then he goes, and he goes, I don't want your mom to be mad at me. He goes, can you take the heat for me on this one? And I was like, what? He goes, just go in the bathroom, make like you've gone to the bathroom, and then come out and say the toilet's broke.
Pretend it's your poop.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure I want to take credit for whatever you've put in there. But I'm a true friend, so I did it. I went in and then I came out, I was like, Mom, the toilet's broke. And she's like, what? It's like, yeah, I don't know. It was my tummy. So she's like, oh.
My tummy and my bum.
Yeah, and then she's like, don't you know how to fix a toilet? It was like, you're good at it. You're a parent. You've been doing this shit for years.
It's a little scary when it comes back to say hello.
Yeah. So she dealt with it. And I was like, sorry. Oh, he owed me big for that one.
Yeah.
Because my mother was giving me the side eye. But after he left, I was like, yeah, he did it. Don't think I held on to that shit.
That is not mine.
Yeah, that wasn't me. And then she looks at me and goes, yeah, I figured. It's like, oh, okay. I thought I pulled the ruse. I thought it was done perfectly. Anyway, so the toilet flushed, so I went to the bathroom. I came out of the bathroom eventually, because I have to eventually come out of the bathroom.
Yeah, you do.
Go back to my desk. Now, today I came in, and there was a big sign on the bathroom.
Out of order.
Out of order.
Oh, I was right.
Yes.
Yay!
And I was like, oh, and my immediate panic was like, oh, now we're down to 3. It's like, oh, damn. So I went.
So walk into the room. All right. Who did it?
I know.
It's like Howard Hessman on Clue.
Who done it? So
We all did it.
We all did it.
If you want to know who left the shit in the toilet, I did. With my butt. In the bath.
Jesus. We never do toilet humor. I'm sorry, but this story, it's.
You gotta keep the show fresh.
It does. That's not fresh. That is the opposite of fresh. So now I have, for some reason, after I said that, now I have like the Zest commercial thing. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean. I don't know why I have that in my head now. Because you were talking about being fresh.
There with a towel.
Why is that person that happy?
Zestfully clean.
Why are they that happy? I mean, I love a good shower, but Jesus. The thing I don't like is coming out of the shower.
Yeah, you're cold.
I would stay in there all day. Just wander around.
I'd love to, but I can't during the winter.
Oh, yeah?
My hot water sucks in the shower.
Oh, dear.
You get hot water for like 5 to 10 minutes. Like really good hot water.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts getting warm, lukewarm.
Oh, I turn it up.
I keep going little by little. That's my way to make it last about 20 minutes.
I treat my shower like Freedom Rock. Remember those commercials for Freedom Rock? Hey, is that Freedom Rock? Well, turn it up, man.
Yeah.
I am constantly turning the shower back up. I will be all the way over. I don't even care. I like to be steaming when I get out of the shower. Like, oh.
In the spring and summer, my shower is fine. It's great.
Yeah.
That's not when I really need hot water.
I have to take. I'm hot shower all year round.
I either take a hot shower or warm hot. I can't take cold.
Now it's all about showers. So the next day.
Get back to your bathroom.
Well, because I'm almost done with it. So
are they.
So the next day, today, Friday, I go into the bathroom, and this toilet wasn't running. So I went to the bathroom, and then you flush as you do. And now I'm washing my hands as you do, and I'm noticing that I've completed the act of washing my hands, the act of walking to the door, and the toilet is still running. And I went, well, wait a minute, because this wasn't a broken toilet. This was one that was good. And now...
You can really take the blame.
And now I'm like, why is it still running? So I jiggle the handle a little bit. Jiggle the handle. I jiggle the handle a little bit. That doesn't work. I re-flush. No. No horrible thing yet. I re-flush. It worked fine. But it's still running. And I'm like...
So it's making that running sound, but it's not...
Yeah.
The water is not going up.
No.
Alright, so you see.
It filled moderately, it filled a little bit of the bowl, and then... So I'm sitting there and I'm like, do I fix it? Nope.
Just walk away.
Oh yeah, I was like, nope, I'm not doing it.
I said good day.
I said good day, sir. Oh, I walked away. And I don't know if that was the right thing to do.
I would too.
I went back to my desk. And, I put my headphones back on and we got right back into my work. And I was working. And then like an hour later, I'll say, it was somewhere after 3. Not quite the time I was getting ready to leave. But I hear 2 people, a few cubicles behind me talking. And all of a sudden one goes, oh, that toilet's broken too. There's water all over the floor. And I went, oh shit!
They're talking about the one that you just did.
I have no idea. Well, I don't know if that was I don't know. There was no water rising. There was nothing wrong with it aside from the fact it was still running a little bit. But then all I hear is like, and then there's water all over the floor. And I went, oh shit. I said, well, maybe I should have said something. Nah.
Wasn't me.
Yes, except that now I've told this story in this podcast. It can easily be traced back. Although I have no like knowledge that I've done anything wrong.
Someone could have been in there right after you. Like
yes.
After you went out of sight.
Precisely.
And someone could have walked in and done it, and that's when it did that. And...
We're talking at least a span of an hour. It could have been utilized a lot.
I'm surprised that other person who probably did it didn't come over to you and say, hey, can you take the blame?
I'm going to need you to take the heat for me on this one. No, you know what? I don't mind doing that for people I know. It's like, no.
Heard at one point, you have absolutely nothing to worry about, so can you take the blame on this one?
Jesus. I wish. They're still asking me about the show. It's funny, because they'll be like, where can we find your show? It's like, you can find it. You're not really looking.
Obviously not.
I know.
Look at the popular places that have podcasts.
Yes, we are currently on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. There you go.
SoundCloud.
Well, I was going to do that at the end. That's okay.
We can still plug.
We can still plug it. If you're watching the video, you can listen to the audio on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. If you're listening to the audio on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher, you can watch the video on YouTube. There you go.
Yay.
Oh boy, I'm really hustling tonight. I am whoring today. Whoring today. My gosh.
Oh, if you're whoring out.
Yeah, so that was my...
get paid for it.
I know, I'm trying. So that was...
$1.
I will not accept your dollar, sir. Okay, you know what? Write us on Twitter, you get $1. No. Not it's just we'll have like 5,000 people writing us being like, I want the $1.
That'll be the one time that we hear from people.
Yeah. So
all
that...
the other times I ask them, write in, email us.
Yeah.
I never hear about it.
So, I will tell you one thing. Have you, aside from Mystery Science Theater, is there any good programming that you're enjoying right now?
No.
No? I'm sorry to hear that.
Not really.
Not really?
I'm just really watching old DVDs.
Old DVDs, yeah.
Nothing on Netflix or TV or something right now, because a lot of the shows are still on break. But they'll be coming back.
They are on break. I am behind on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I need to try and catch up. it's every week they get further ahead of me, and I'm further back. I'm trying. So there's that.
One of my shows actually just came back this week.
Oh, did it?
The show that Tab and I watched together. This Is Us.
Oh, you watched that This Is Us show?
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
It's actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yep.
People, I don't know, I see a lot of people on my social media who talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Just that it's like a very, from what I understand, from like a woman's perspective, I hear it's a very weepy show.
You can't wait.
Yeah.
Tab and I don't weep, but...
We don't weep, motherfucker.
We watch. We don't weep.
You want no all watching, no weeping? I understand.
Yep.
There's a show that I've gotten into. I found it on Amazon.com. Originally, I saw it. The local PBS station around these parts would sometimes after 10 o'clock they would play British comedies. And way back when I still had DirecTV, which is the devil's TV.
Boo!
Yes!
Customer service sucks.
Oh, God. They always want to kiss your ass afterward.
Yep.
Right as you're leaving, they're like, but you're our best customer ever! And it's like, oh, suck it.
Tab and I have not been customers for like 3 years.
Yeah.
We still get stuff in the mail.
Oh, they still send me stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's only been a couple.
Want your back mail.
Oh my God! And I'm just
like a dick mail.
And I'm just like, God, you're like a desperate teenager. Please love me.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
No.
This relationship clearly didn't work out, and one of us has to go.
You didn't give me what I wanted.
So, back when I had the Devil's TV, Jay and I would flip through, and we caught this show.
I can't watch this.
And it was British. It was a British comedy, and I fucking loved it. And I only caught like the last 10 minutes of it, but it left such an impression on me. So the other day, I was looking for something to watch, and I said to Jay, I'm like, "Do you remember the name of that Britcom that we had watched that time?" And he goes, "Oh yeah." So I did a quick search on my Amazon app. And lo and behold, I can watch it on there. So we started watching it from like the pilot on. I have never, yes, I have never. This is a very honest opinion. And the show's it's not running anymore. It ended like a year ago, so they're not paying me or anything. I wish they would, but
well, somebody would.
So they're not paying me or anything.
We have a very funny show here, and you want to get picked up by somebody.
Okay. So this is my honest critique. I have never laughed so hard at a scripted comedy before. I could not stop laughing. I was crying so hard, and it's not like it's like...
I'm picturing this.
It's not like it's like one or two things. It's like you laugh through, or at least me, through the whole episode. And I was just dying. It's, one of the stars is Ian McKellen. He's a elderly British actor. For the X-Men fans, he was Magneto in the original X-Men movies. And the other actor is this guy named Derek Jacobi, who's like this thespian type actor, and they play a couple.
Aww.
But they've been together like 49 years, and they just hate each other now. Well, not that they hate each other, but they're just past that love thing. So...
Sounds like Walter from Jeff Dunham.
So, like
he deals with his wife.
So, and I don't want to like do lines, because I don't like when people are like, oh, and this is da, da, da. But just to show you like the kind of relationship that they have. One of them, Ian McKellen, comes down from upstairs. He had been sleeping, and his partner says, well, you know, I could barely sleep last night. I thought you were making popcorn in bed because you were cracking so much. And he goes, yeah, all those cracks were me contorting my body so I wouldn't touch you all night. It was so funny. And they just make fun of each other, and it's hilarious. And
I want to see this now.
there's one where he comes down from the stairs and his partner's standing in the living room and he goes, "Oh, there you are, you piece of shit." It's like, what the hell? But it's so funny. So Jay was texting me today and he was texting me little things like, "Oh, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, oh my God. We were laughing so hard we were crying last night. I was like, I love this show. Like, I can't believe. And you know the shitty thing about like British television? And I'm
What?
sorry. I'm sorry. I know we actually have I know we actually have some listeners over in the UK. And I love your programming, but God damn it. You guys only do like 5-6 episodes and that's your season. So it's like you gotta wait 2 years before you get another season, and then it's only like 5 or 6 episodes.
Yeah, let's do 12 or 13.
And like over here, like that's not anything. That's not even half your season. I mean, American TV's like,
no.
we push it to the limit, baby. 22, 24 episodes you get?
At least.
At least. You guys are doing like 6, but it's great. It's great. They're great shows, but come on, man. you gotta do better.
We want more.
Yeah. And it's like 2-3 years in between seasons. It's like, who is that patient? Oh, the poor Game of Thrones people. They feel your pain. Holy shit. They gotta wait like 2 years before another season. I think next year they finally get a season. Oh my God, my nephew was bitching about that the other day. He's like, because I said something about waiting on a season. Oh, I said, I wonder when Gotham is coming back. And then I said, it sucks because you always have to wait. And then he goes, you think you got a bad wait? Try being a Game of Thrones fan. I was like, well, first of all, no. I don't wanna. Second of all, what's your problem? And he goes, well, we got a season last year. He's like, we're not going to get one until next year. I said, oh, that sucks. I said, but if you wanted to, because there's been quite a bit, I think that, what do they have, like 8 or 9 seasons? I was like, you could literally start back at the beginning if you wanted to, and slowly watch them, and by the time, yeah, and by the time you're done, new season starting.
There you go.
There you go.
Cheerio.
Yeah. Now Disney, because Disney needs to get their little claws into everything, Disney bought Fox.
Yeah, I heard they were going to do that.
Disney bought Fox. Now, there have been a lot of speculation because Fox right now has a few Marvel things on it. Not Marvel, I'm sorry, they have a few DC shows. And because Disney is Marvel, they were like, oh, you guys gonna cancel the DC shows? So Fox had to make a statement saying that the numbers for Gotham and then some show called Lucifer, which also I guess is based on a comic book. I didn't know that.
Me either.
But I guess their numbers for the back half of the season have done really well. So Fox is like, you know, they're gonna hold off on making a decision until May, and then they're gonna decide on the renewal schedule. And if they decide to renew Gotham, it will be safe under the Disney shadow, I guess, for lack of a better word. Like Disney can't fuck with it if they decide to renew it. So I was like, well, that's good. And I said, well, that could very well be the last season of Gotham then. And it's like, why don't they do something with The Simpsons? The Simpsons is like I believe, and I don't think I'm mistaken. The Simpsons is the longest running animated show. They've been on for fucking 30 years.
It started in 87, didn't they?
89.
Oh, 89?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking Married with Children.
They started in 89. Technically 80. Well, technically you're correct. They did start with the shorts on Tracy Ullman around 87.
When they were drawn horribly.
Yeah, and they had different voices and go up for and
I couldn't stand the way the first season or 2 was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah, the way that was...
I know you gotta start somewhere and somehow, but jeez.
Well, I mean, sometimes it takes a while for the character to evolve, and then once the voice guy or girl gets, comfortable with it, and then the voice kind of evolves a little bit. Because that's always interesting. Like, the voice of Homer has evolved a lot since the first season.
Oh!
Oh, gosh, golly.
Aw, $20. I wanted a peanut.
$20 can buy mini peanuts.
Explain how.
That's like one of my favorite Homer lines. I love that line. Explain how. My God. So, I think Disney should do something with The Simpsons.
That would be interesting.
That would. I don't think they will, but, Now, my nephew and his little family is vacationing. His little family. They're all vacationing in Florida right now.
Well, he can talk to him directly then.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, they purposely went to Disney. His little girl is...
Text him.
How old is his little girl? 5, 6? I think she's going to be 6. She's very big into princesses. Mm-hmm. So they went, and it was going to... She was going to meet all the princesses. And, oh, Tara, I'm going to meet... No. I'm like, oh, good for you. So... Yeah. I was like, oh, great. Tell him I said hi. So... I know, right? Oh. So real quick, he texted me and he said, "Ooh, Tara, guess what?" And I said, "What?" And he goes, and he texted me a picture, and it's they're doing, because they own Star Wars, Disney is going to do a Star Wars land. And I went, oh. And I said, Disney has finally done it. And they're like, what? And I said, they finally figured out a way to get me into Disney. I said, because I would go for a Star Wars world. Yes, I would.
I think we should make a road trip. You, Jay, me, and Tab.
Oh. Nah, well, believe me. Jay would go to Epcot and I'd never see him for the rest of the trip. My turn. That's fine. He doesn't like Star Wars. You go to Epcot. Dream about tomorrow. Let me know how the future works out.
It's going to be very empty for him. He's going to be there by himself.
No.
You mean Tab will be over at Star Wars.
I thought you meant like he'd be the only one there. I'm like, well, people like Epcot, I guess. Pretty much.
I'd say.
Mm-hmm. So what do you got over there, Sean? I see you got something.
I do. I found something interesting today.
Shut up.
I can't talk about this. For everyone that enjoyed and loved the movie Forrest Gump.
Run, Forrest, run.
With Tom Hanks. I have some information for you that I found online today.
Tom Hanks is one of those actors like... I've never met anybody who said, I fucking hate Tom Hanks. I've never... Like, people are either indifferent, they're like, oh... Or they're like, yeah, Tom Hanks is awesome.
I'm with the second one.
Like...
I love all his earlier stuff, though.
Like, you notice that? I've never come across anybody who's like, he's a dick. I hate Tom Hanks. When that whole scandal thing started happening in Hollywood, like last year, the back half of last year, people were like, we still have Tom Hanks. Like, nothing bad can be said about Tom.
No.
No.
I got nothing. So, what I found was 15 things Forrest Gump producers hid from fans. I don't know if they were really hiding, but...
Oh, is it one of those hiding in plain sight kind of things?
Yep.
Alright.
First one was earnings. The movie earned over $677 million.
Mm-hmm.
However, Tom Hanks did not get paid for acting. He only accepted percentage points, which in the end earned him $40 million.
I feel like he undersold himself.
Yes.
Because he would have got, like, he could have asked for, like, I don't know what the going rate is.
I don't know either. I don't know how they work it out over there.
Oh, you know what?
I might have to tell me.
They reshot, that movie, All the Money in the World, with, it originally had Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah.
And they decided to edit him out and put in Christopher Plummer for some reason. So, I just say for some reason, because I'm like, why was he the guy? Like, Christopher, alright. Like, I understood why they wanted him out of the movie, but why replace him with, I don't know. Anyway, so apparently Wahlberg, because Mark Wahlberg's in it. I believe it's Mark. Is it Mark or the other one? Who's the other one?
Donnie?
No, I think it's Mark. Apparently Mark Wahlberg had some kind of weird thing about it, and he says, well, if you're going to reshoot scenes, I want my money all over again. He essentially got another $80 million to film a few scenes for the movie. So the movie...
Like he needs more money.
The movie, I am guessing, and I'm going to just throw this out there, I am guessing that the movie will in no way make back what they've already spent in having to in post-production, having to reshoot, and then having to pay another $80 million to Wahlberg, because, you know, he's worth $80 million.
Right. That's why the last few Transformer movies are doing so well, right?
Yeah.
Replace Shire with him.
So.
And change the storylines a little to work out for him.
So if the thing tanks, you know, I'm going to go ahead and blame...
Demand your money back from Wahlberg.
Yeah, I'm going to blame Wahlberg.
He's been opening up a lot of Wahlburgers all over the world.
Yeah. Yes, he has. Maybe that's why he needs the $80 million. We were on money.
Money.
Yes, $40 million. Which I still say he shortchanged himself, but...
Yes. They probably weren't expecting it to go $677 million. So, yeah, Tom should have got more percentage points for that. Next one would be Tricks.
Retreats!
Yum! During the ping pong matches, no ball was actually used. It was all purely CGI'd.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta know Tom Hanks wasn't that great of a ping pong player. I mean, who is, really?
I don't watch ping pong.
It's just tennis.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Or table tennis with someone else. Lead role. Now, I figured you'd be interested in this one.
Oh, shall I?
Yep. He has 3 names who turned down the role for Forrest Gump.
Okay.
John Travolta.
Ooh, good. I'm not like, okay. Forrest Gump was like an okay movie to me. It was just okay. Oh, good Lord. So, it was okay, right? I think it would have been much, much worse with John Travolta.
I'm trying to picture how he would have played the role, because...
What? Oh, let's just punch him in the face.
Yeah. Play him as a Barbarino character.
Oh, God. All right, so Travolta.
Bill Murray.
Ooh! Bill Murray!
Yes.
Ooh.
It's kind of 50-50, huh?
Yeah, I'm really just... I'm torn on that one. Because I like Bill Murray. And I think he can do... He has a pretty decent range. I don't think he could have played that character, though. And if he did, I don't think the character would have been very likable.
And Chevy Chase.
Ooh. No. No. Chevy couldn't do it either. It definitely wouldn't come off... with Chevy Chase, he doesn't have that range.
No.
At all. So no.
I can't picture how Chevy would do this role.
No.
They were among the first people to be approached to act in the movie. However, none of the people accepted the offer, and they surely regret it later on.
Ah.
Next is Sally Field. In the film, Sally Field's character appears to be very old compared to Tom Hanks,
Mm-hmm.
but in reality, she's only 10 years older than him. It's called makeup and costume, people.
It's called Hollywood, folks.
It's not hard to figure that one out.
No, not at all.
Next one is Tom Hanks.
Woo.
Tom Hanks was given the lead role that was supposed to be given to Chevy Chase.
I can't believe. I'm sorry. I just can't believe that Chevy Chase was almost Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm. This role gave him an opportunity to transition from being a comedic actor to a dramatic actor.
This is who are we talking about? Tom Hanks?
Mhm.
Didn't he already do drama with Philadelphia?
Yeah. I didn't
Shut
write
up.
this.
Shut up, Tara.
I didn't write this.
No, you did not. Okay.
This was a great turning point for Tom Hanks since he aced the performance.
He did.
Mm-hmm. Next one's the blue checkered shirt.
Ooh, yeah.
In every transition stage, Forrest was wearing a blue checkered shirt. Is this a coincidence or was it planned?
Maybe he just likes that style of shirt.
I reckon he does.
I reckon he does.
Next is closed eyes. It is almost unbelievable that Forrest has had his eyes closed in all the photos found in the movie. This is fascinating because it's not expected of such lead actors.
Okay.
I know.
So.
Again, I didn't write this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Next, brotherly double. In many of Tom Hanks' running sequences, his younger brother Jim Hanks is said to have had doubled for him. This is surprising because they don't necessarily look alike. And I printed out the picture.
They have the same eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually, Jim actually does, he does voiceover work. And he does a lot of stuff for Robot Chicken. Usually when they want like a Tom Hanks sound-alike. He's done stuff for them before.
I don't know how to hold it for the other camera.
That's fine.
Next one's the Vietnam scene.
Mm-hmm.
During the Vietnam rally that was held in Washington, Tom Hanks' microphone was not audible. These are the exact words he said. Quote, "Sometimes when people go to Vietnam, they do go home to their mamas without any legs. Sometimes they don't go home at all. That's a bad thing. That's all I have to say about that."
Sure. I got nothing to add to that.
Next, people call me Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks ad-libbed the line, "My name is Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump." And it turned out to be a line used in the film. No shit. It stayed in the final cut of the film because the film's director, Robert Zemeckis, loved it so much he allowed it to be used. Oh, thanks for your permission, Robert. Next, his daddy's name is Forrest, too.
Oh.
Haley Joel Osment, who famously acted in The Sixth Sense, acted as Forrest and Jenny's son. He acted amazingly, and most people who watched the movie liked him. The most amazing and surprising thing is that this was his first film performance yet, and he aced it. Good for you, little Forrest. Tourists make excellent reporters. When Tom Hanks visited Washington, D.C., after his visit from Vietnam, there was a scene that had a reporter. The reporter was not an actor. He was a tourist who was visiting D.C. together with his wife. He was just given the script and asked to read, which he did perfectly. I don't recall that.
I haven't seen it in so long I couldn't...
I still haven't got the DVD yet. Those aren't blue leggings. In the scene where Gary
Sinise,
who was Lieutenant Dan, had no legs, a distinctive blue fabric having covered on his legs, which made it easy to digitally remove them. No.
I know. The behind the scenes stuff of that is really weird. Because it's like he's got on like these blue things. Mm-hmm. But he's moving like... So it's like, oh dear. It just looks weird.
They did that to what's-his-face on the third Jedi movie.
The third Jedi movie. Who
Revenge
lost a
of the
leg?
Sith.
Oh!
Hayden Christensen?
Hayden Christensen, yeah.
Because they had to like cover up the back part of his legs because they were supposed to be on like cut off with a lightsaber, and I think his arms were too, like from here up.
What a wimp! No, it's like Muppet Treasure Island. Mm-hmm. Tim Curry,
yay,
is Long John Silver, and he's so funny in it, by the way. Mm-hmm. And he has one leg, and I spent half the movie trying to figure out if like what was going on with his leg, like if you could see it. Mm-hmm. And I actually think he just stood on one leg, like had his leg hanging behind him.
Well, maybe somehow they tied it in place.
Yeah.
Interesting. Two more. Actual footage. The actual footage of Sammy L. Davis being awarded the Medal of Honor by President Lyndon B. Johnson was used for the Forrest's medal ceremony. Forrest's head was digitally superimposed on Davis's body, which made the scene appear more realistic.
I don't know, everybody lost their mind about that scene. It's like, how did they do it? Movie magic.
I thought maybe they just had him dress up in the same outfit and they just digitally put him over the other guy.
Yeah.
Well, according to this, they just used his head.
The head's all you need.
I was shot in the buttocks.
Yeah, I drank about 15 Dr. Peppers. I gotta pay.
I love that one with JFK. He turns, I believe he has to go pee. Oh, shit. Just like thinking, like JFK is saying that and like smiling like that is hilarious. The dude who acted as Bubba, who was Forrest's friend, whom he met after joining the army, this role has been offered to Ice Cube and Dave Chappelle, who turned it down.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
They later on acknowledged that they thought the film was a joke and it was bound to fail. But when it succeeded, they regretted not accepting the role.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, my friend.
Yes.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Boom.
Ice Cube could have done it.
Yeah, well, I think Dave Chappelle could have done it. I think he could have done it.
And some red balls. Cracking the can.
Y'all got any more of them jobs? Oh, boy.
That's Forrest.
That's Forrest. Okay, it is time, once again.
Yay! Time!
For music. Put music. There's supposed to be music playing. I hope there is.
Insert it here.
Insert music here. For Kickin' It Old School.
Yay!
Now, last week, we discussed...
Oh, I hope I didn't move that.
It's fine if you did. Because I don't even know if it's going to work. We discussed game shows. So, we have more... we're going to continue that a little bit and talk a little more game show talk.
And if you heard the show last week, you hear that I tried to press your luck at the end, and I got a fucking whammy.
Because whammies be up in this minute. So, Sean actually did some recon.
Yay!
So, we have, like, every damn game show.
Almost.
Listen, yeah.
Don't worry, we're not going through all 18 pages.
No. I just made notations next to things,
I highlighted just the ones I watched.
So...
They're all on these lists.
So I'm just gonna rattle off a few. $10,000 Pyramid.
Yep, I got that.
American Gladiators, which I did watch. American Ninja Warrior, which I may have some other stuff about Ninja Warrior after. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
No.
Not many people are, apparently. Because that show, like, just served to... Here's the thing with that, right? The thing that used to tick me off is they'd have the fifth graders, right?
Yeah.
Who have just learned this information, and it's fresh in their head, going up against somebody who learned it, like, 50 fucking years ago. How are you supposed to remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, that's not right. That's not right.
Pricks. Yes.
Now, I put a little LOL next to this one because it really made me laugh. Bowling for dollars. Circa 70s. I feel like this used to be on Sundays. I'm not sure. Sundays was a big bowling, not Sundays, Saturdays. Saturday, after the cartoons, they'd have
I used to watch Candlepin Bowling all the time.
Yeah, they used to have bowling on for some reason.
Then I want to go bowling.
Me personally, I can't understand why there's a Candy Crush game. I think that's kind of stupid.
I got Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal? I'm not up to the D's yet, son. Yep, Deal or No Deal. I wrote that down. Is that the Howie Mandel thing?
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, I put a little LOL next to this game. We have no information about this, and we probably, I kind of wish we had taken 10 seconds to look this game up. So if you want to Google it,
feel free.
Please feel free. Let us know. There was a show that ran in the 50s called Do You Trust Your Wife? I don't know what this show is about. I desperately want to know what this show is about. I don't know. There's so many things that could be about.
Yeah. So many.
Little camera. Don't forget the lyrics. I think that just ended in 2009. That's fairly recent. Family Feud. I actually used to like the Celebrity Family Feud when they'd have people from the same show. And it's like, oh, look at all the Brady Bunch. And they can all beat each other up later.
There's one thing I hated about Family Feud.
What?
Richard Dawson was freaking molesting the women.
Oh, Richard Dawson. How, you know what? In this age, how have no women come out and said, whoa, he's just awful. Maybe because all those women are really old now.
Touch me behind the scenes. He like had to kiss every woman.
Oh, he sure did.
And he did it almost every time he came back to them.
No, I don't think he didn't.
He held their hand, and then he reached over and gave them a long kiss. No matter how old they were.
Player.
Sick.
Do. Hollywood Squares and then Hip Hop Squares, which I heard Ice Cube is doing, and it's gonna come back.
Speaking of the Cube.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wrote a little LOL next to this because I like the name of this show, and this ran about 67 and 68. It's called How's Your Mother-in-Law? She's a bitch, Bob. Back to you. Like, what game is that?
Anybody out there know? Tell us.
Tell us. Jeopardy, we talked about. Now, there's a show.
I've only watched it, like, within the past couple of years.
Yeah?
I never really watched it.
Oh, I tune in now and then. There's a show called The Joker's Wild, which ran in the 70s, and now it's back because Snoop Dogg is doing it. I know, Sean, I'm sorry. Let's Make a Deal.
Yep,
Let's
I
not.
got that highlighted.
Let's not. Oh.
I never really watched the old ones, but I watched it when Wayne Brady took over.
Okay, this sounds kind of like a porno.
Ooh, I like it already.
Alright, this was a game that ran in the 60s called Let's Play Post Office. I'd like you to lick my stamp, Steve. I want you to lick it slow. What? Lick my stamps! What is happening? Post Office. Let's Play Post Office.
I've never heard of that one.
I've got some mail for your slot. What the hell?
Sign for this? You've got mail.
I'm gonna need 2 signatures on a package that big. Anyway, the match game.
Mm-hmm.
So, The Price is Right. We talked about. I'm all over the place. Sale of the Century. I feel like I'm aware of that show, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. But it ended in '89.
We're here for deals.
We're here for deals. So I feel like I'd probably know it if I saw it. Scrabble, which I had asked my husband about game shows, and he's like, "Oh, I used to watch Scrabble." I'm like, that was a game show?
Oh yeah, it was.
I feel like it was on.
Wow,
was
I
it
forgot
on,
about that.
Was it on like USA? It feels like it was like a USA thing.
Something.
Yeah.
It doesn't say here. Yeah, I remember it
No,
now.
my little camera shut off. Oh well.
Uh,
Yeah. All right.
Can we press a button?
No, the battery probably died.
No.
Pressure Luck, and apparently
Oh, hell yeah.
in 2002 there was a thing called Whammy, the all-new Pressure Luck.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
the whole board was so different that it just wasn't the same.
Uh,
The whammies were CGI'd.
no.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Supermarket Sweep we talked about last week.
Mm-hmm.
Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we talked about that. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
That's my thing. It's like, why is that like a question? It's like, oh, who wants to be a millionaire? Who the fuck doesn't?
Exactly.
How is that even like a thing?
How's that even a question?
Who wants to continue living to paycheck and struggling through life and cashing cans to buy a loaf of bread?
A container of milk and a stick of butter.
Stick of butter. Exactly.
And then you can keep playing post office.
You can play, oh, God. You can play post office, put a little suit on. I wonder if in the Let's Play
half a
post
suit
office.
On. Stand me on the counter half naked.
I wonder in the Let's Play post office if somebody's wearing the post office suit. I feel like they'd have to be.
They're just standing there with a mail delivery bag. That's it.
MALE.
Yes.
The mail delivery. Whose line is it anyway?
Still watch that. Well, I don't love it as much with Aisha Tyler now being the host.
I'm sorry.
It's the other guys that keep me watching it.
No.
It's better with Drew Carey.
Win Ben Stein's Money.
Bueller.
And that was on TV from 97 to 2003.
Bueller.
Yes. Of course, that's like what everybody knows him from. But he's wicked, wicked smart.
Bueller.
He's wicked, wicked smart. And,
Yes.
yeah. I don't know many people that won Ben Stein's Money. Win, lose, or draw. We talked about that. Wipeout. I think that's one of those obstacle course shows, right?
I'm 2 pages behind you. I'm like,
Oh,
looking.
Jesus, Sean. Catch the F up.
Hey, I'm effed up.
There you go.
Oh, I don't know the word.
Yeah. Wipeout. I think it was one of those obstacle course kind of shows, and then they'd get knocked into the water or something. Which
Sounds like a beach show.
I like when people sign up to get the shit kicked out of them. I think that's funny. The dog just gassed. I'm sorry. It's gonna smell pretty soon. The Bachelor, which I think is a ridiculous, stupid show.
And The Bachelorette.
And The Bachelorette, yeah. We'll put them both in there.
I don't know how people are watching those.
I don't know either. The Dating Game. Bachelor number 3.
Yes.
If you were an ice cream, how, would you lick yourself?
If I could.
With sprinkles?
And a cherry. Don't forget the whipped cream.
Yeah. Okay. I never understood this. There was, if anybody remembers on VH1, there was a show with Flava Flav called Flavor of Love where he was looking to find love. Because apparently he didn't know that there were dating apps. And you
He
could...
didn't know that there was other women out there either.
Yeah, he didn't know.
You gotta leave your house.
So Love Connection, the original and the remake. This is one we didn't talk about last week, and I was so angry we didn't get to talk about it. The Newlywed Game.
Mm-hmm.
I completely forgot that one. Who was the host of the Newlywed Game?
I can't remember his name.
Oh, I can see his face though. He
Look at him.
had the pompadour. Yeah, the pompadour hair. while you're looking it up, I'm going to continue talking so that we
Right.
don't have a gap in conversation.
Yeah.
So, let's play post office. So, so there was God, his name is like right here. But the thing that used to be funny about the Newlywed Game, and I'll describe it to you in case you don't know what it is. They would literally have newlyweds on and have them answer questions about themselves. Like, oh, so-and-so, like, who's more likely to snore at night and blah, blah, blah. But, like, here's the thing. Ultimately, and perhaps it's because they were newlyweds or perhaps because the host was a perv, all the roads would ultimately end up to sex. They would always end up talking about sex. But here's the thing. Because it was on, like, during the day and, like, little kids might be home, this was at a time where you didn't really, like, oh, and then we fucked in the library. Like, you can't talk like that.
Then we took it to the conservatory.
Yes! Then it was the candlestick in the lounge. Like, you can't talk like
Where's
that.
that candlestick, baby?
Yeah. Hit her with the lead pipe. Oh! So it's like, you can't really talk like that. So they would use euphemisms to talk about sex. And always, they would use the word whoopee. And every time they said it, I would laugh my ass off.
What year are you interested in hearing?
I'm talking like the 80s, I guess.
Around 84 was Jim Lang.
Nope, that's not him.
88 to 89 was Paul Rodriguez.
Nope.
And showing 96 to 97 was Gary Kruger.
No. Who was like the early?
Bob Eubanks?
Bob Eubanks? That must be it. Must be Bob Eubanks. Oh my goodness. And he had one of those thin mics. You know those thin mics? Kind of like Bob Barker.
Yeah, I was going to say Bob Barker had one.
Yeah, yep, that's him, dude. Bob Eubanks. Whoopee.
Want to go make some whoopee?
In the act of
You
whoopee.
should say the J.
No. That will get me into trouble. We'll have to play post office. I'm not licking stamps all night, Sean.
Nothing wrong with a little
I got things to do.
theater play around here.
So they used to be really funny because they would
Playing.
they would dance around the topic of sex, and it would. So it used to be funny. Then there's Double Dare, and then they had super sloppy Double Dare.
That too sounds sexual.
It does.
Super sloppy.
Pictionary. They had something called Slime Time, which sounds disgusting. So that I'm not gonna get into the reality TV stuff. Nobody watches that.
No, but I got The Apprentice and Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh,
Because
damn.
that's when I didn't mind Donald Trump. You're fired.
Yeah. You know you weren't allowed to touch the desk?
But give it 110%.
Always. So I'm gonna do some quick reading, and we're gonna leave you on this. These are like game show secrets behind game shows, and winning prizes and things like that.
Nice.
Yes.
Proceed.
Thank you.
All right.
For The Price is Right, or at least when I went to see it when Bob Barker was still the host,
Yeah.
all the people in the audience had to do a quick audition for the producers before the show. We were lined up in a group of 3 and asked questions in front of the producers. That is how they chose people to get called.
Do you play post office?
On Jeopardy! They put you up in a hotel,
Ooh.
but you have to pay your own transportation to LA. For most, that means 2-way airfare on short notice, and since placing second only pays $2,000 and third only $1,000, that means if you didn't win, you have just lost money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dicks.
Oh. On The Price is Right, only the first person of the 4 people can actually hear their name to come on down. Everyone else is just watching a crew member with a poster board to see if they were picked. Because it's so loud. I went to a Wheel of Fortune taping in 2013.
Good for you.
Pat Sajak's hands are wet and clammy. It took all of the
He was always drinking.
It took all the willpower not to wipe my hands off on my pants. Also, Pat and Vanna don't walk. They ride a golf cart everywhere, even if the walk is from one side of the room to the other.
Lazy shits.
Oh.
But yeah, she's getting paid so much money to walk across back and forth in front of a board.
Yep. Okay, went on Let's Make a Deal once. Waited for about 3 to 5 hours to go through the audience vetting process.
Wait for deals.
Where they asked a few questions and likely pick who gets picked. Lots of refilming when enthusiasm isn't high enough. This was also because Wayne Brady makes lots of jokes that cannot be aired. Overall, it was fun to do, but it's an all-day thing.
Save it for Whose Line.
Okay, this I found interesting. This is another Jeopardy thing. On Jeopardy, there's a reason no one buzzes in before Alex finishes reading the question. It's because your buzzer is locked until he finishes reading.
Oh.
If you fire premature buzzer! Post office. If you fire prematurely, you will be locked out for half a second when the buzzers finally unlock.
So that's why sometimes people are sitting there going...
When contestants know when to buzz in by a set of go lights that are never shown on TV that light up when the buzzers unlock. If there's a blind contestant, they will use a bell for an indicator. I guess that's nice. Ding.
Oh.
Oh. My fiance worked with a cameraman who used to shoot American Ninja Warrior and learned it's all rigged. And while some contestants are in fact genuine, they hire stunt artists to perform and in some cases win to make the show more entertaining.
That bites.
Boo!
Jerks.
Oh, hang on.
Hey.
Jeopardy is filmed pretty much in real time. The only time they stop is when the producers need to research an answer, or if Alex Trebek fucks up reading a clue so badly, he must re-record it.
Or if everybody's laughing their ass off when he's trying to rap a rhyme.
Oh, God, I love that.
On a hip-hop song.
I can't even. I was on The Price is Right in 1998. It was awesome. It helped that I was pretty drunk at the time.
Yeah.
Because I kind of suck at it. Wow!
We want to meet this guy.
I made it to the showcase, but only won like $2,200. I never really watched the show, so I didn't know the rules, and it's really loud and confusing in there. The stage and studio are a lot smaller than they look on TV, and the set was kind of cheap looking. The things you stand behind during the showcase are unfinished particle board from the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go on Price is Right and spin the wheel. When I was younger, I actually had dreams.
Spinning the wheel?
That wheel was attached to the side of my garage.
Yeah.
I'd just go out there and just spin the fuck out of it.
Yeah. I don't know if I have this in my notes, but the wheel for Wheel of Fortune is ridiculously heavy.
It looks it.
A lot of people are saying the wheel is really heavy.
There's been once or twice that it looked like someone was going to fall over onto the wheel trying to spin it. That's probably why when Pat does the final spin, his spins suck ass. He doesn't get high amounts.
I was just on Jeopardy! My episode hasn't aired yet, though. It was fun. The crew keeps you warmed up and entertained so you don't get too nervous, and you don't know which round of the 5 that are filmed per day you're playing until minutes beforehand. The buzzer timing is hard to master. Alex Trebek is hilarious. I bet he would be. And then this person continues on. The convo Alex has with the contestants is set up. Ugh, I wish they'd stop doing that. You kind of know what he's going to bring up. A few weeks before your episode, you fill out a packet with 5 random anecdotes and answers to like 50 questions. Then the contestant coordinators read through all of your material and choose their favorite 5 stories/facts, which are printed on a card and given to Alex in the green room. The coordinator pretends to be Alex and practices all 5 fact stories and then asks you which one you prefer, and they will mark it for Alex. Ultimately, though, Alex chooses which of the 5 he will ask you about. On taping days I attended, though, he seems like he stuck with contestants' preferences the vast majority. So what he's asking are like the best questions out of all of them. And doesn't that just make you feel a little bit sad?
Yes.
Oh. My gosh. Oh.
Let's play post office for $1,200, Alex.
Yeah. My mother-in-law was on The Price is Right years ago. Oh, how was your mother-in-law? Mother-in-law was on Price is Right 5 years ago. She kissed Bob Barker and said his makeup was so thick it made her gag. You don't play post office with Bob Barker.
Wow.
Oh, Family Feud.
Bob Barker Spader nerd. Good night.
Yep. Family Feud. They are told to clap after every answer, good or bad, and must be excessively enthusiastic. Woo! All right.
Good answer.
Good answer. Yeah.
God, it sucks.
Yeah, I know. You're out of the family.
Where do we go?
Yeah.
Oh, beat your fucking... Yay!
Okay. Price is Right. If you're a man, don't hug Drew. If you're a woman, go ahead and hug Drew. If you're old, try and kiss Drew. That's weird. What a weird thing.
I wouldn't want to hug Drew. I'd want to shake his hand. Hey.
Yeah. Some game shows pay an annuity. For example, America's Got Talent's grand prize is $1 million. However, you get paid over a 40-year annuity.
Oh.
The judges and producers like to talk it up like it's a big life-changing prize, but it works out to only $15,000 a year after taxes.
See, I always know that's what happens with any show that you win money.
Speaking of money, former Jeopardy contestant.
More money.
Former Jeopardy contestant here. You don't get paid until your episode airs, and that can be several months after your taping.
Oh, that sucks.
I've been told that for new shows, if they get canceled quick or your episode never airs, the show is under no obligation to deliver your prize. That sucks.
Big time.
Mm.
More money.
Money. So, that sucks. This guy has a really long story. I'm not going to read it. We don't have time.
Tim Curry and the movie Oscar.
Yeah.
If you're watching YouTube.
So, this person says, I did win a trip on a game show, Wheel of Fortune. It was awesome, and we were upgraded the entire time, flights, hotels, etc. Regarding taxes, all you have to do is prove you can get items cheaper. So even though they said it was a $7,500 trip, I was able to find flights cheaper and hotel cheaper than they were claiming as the full retail value. All you have to do is have the proof for the IRS of those cheaper prices for the day. Completely one of those geeks that has. Oh my god. A lot of people don't know, like, when you go on a game show and stuff, you are absolutely taxed on everything you win. A car, a trip, you're taxed on all of that stuff.
It's not surprising to me.
You pay tax on everything you win. I just said that. On game shows like The Price is Right, even the living room set, many people don't take the cars they win for that reason. Even the winnings are taxed. If you won $1,200 in cash, the living room set worth $1,200, the take home would be something like $900, and the furniture, or just $1,800 if the cash is chosen. Oof, it's almost not worth doing.
No. To me, if you go on these game shows,
right,
you win $1,200, you should get $1,200.
Right.
You win a car, you win a car. You just gotta go through insuring it, getting it to your house.
Right.
I don't know how the fuck they do that.
Yeah.
If you're living in, like, Boston or
right,
Chicago, and you're on The Price is Right, and you just won a new car, how do you get home?
Okay, I know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Former game show prize coordinator here. Game show prizes are divided into two categories: sponsored prizes, which are supplied directly by a company, or purchased prizes, which game shows have a budget to just buy prizes to offer on the show. If it's a sponsored prize, you don't get the option to take cash for exactly the reason we just mentioned.
Sponsors.
The whole point of sponsorship is for the prize to cost nothing for the show. So there's no incentive for the show to give you cash just because you don't want to pay taxes on the prize.
Anybody want to sponsor us?
Soon. However, if it's a prize that the show purchased, very often the show will actually just give you cash. Number one, it's cheaper to ship a check than ship the prize. Number two, they would have to spend the money for a new prize anyway. Number three, they can offer the prize again on a future episode, which means saving more money that would have gone to shipping charges.
More money, more money.
So, sometimes you get cash instead of the prize, but it's the show that makes that decision, not the contestant. One final of these before we bid you adieu for the day.
This is sad.
I'm sorry, it's a bummer, but you gotta know these things about life, Sean. You gotta know. So, I won a trip to Vegas on Price is Right. Had the option to take the trip, which was worth $1,200, or take a smaller cash prize. I think it was $700 right away. I decided to take the trip. I'd never been to Vegas. The company that put on the show contacted me a week later to talk to me about it. I told them I wasn't sure when I wanted to go, and I would contact them when I knew. A couple of weeks after that, they sent me a check for the full amount of the trip with a note saying I can book my trip whenever I want. So I ended up getting brakes and tires for my new car instead.
Wow.
Yeah, so they opted to do something else. That's their right. They won it fair and square.
So it seems like it's fun to go on the game show and win prizes and cash.
Yep.
You're not really getting squat.
Nope.
You're just getting the experience to be on the show.
Yep.
And on TV.
TV. Okay, folks. Thank you so much for joining us again. We loved having you.
We always do.
Yeah. We're going to let you go so you can go play post office.
You don't have to tell us about that.
Can if you want. I would really, really love to read some I played post office stories. You can email us at #justsayinpodcast@gmail.com. Write us on Facebook, perhaps Instagram. If it's a really short story, Twitter. They put the hat on. I was done. So
I'll deliver the package in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. 2 weeks. I said with shipping and be extra. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You can watch the video version of the podcast on YouTube if you want to see what we're goofing around doing. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Soundcloud, and Stitcher. I'm going to shut up. I'm exhausted. I'm going to shut up now. Sean's got something to tell you.
Ran through all that.
I did.
Now you just ran through all this.
I did. Well,
good for you.
I'm doing things, Sean.
Before you did that, you should have said no whammies. Big bucks.
Yeah, big bucks, no whammies. All right, I'm going to shut up now because I deserve it. Sean's got something to tell you.
Have a good everything. And don't go on a game show. Play at home.
Play the home version.
It's cheaper. And you don't have to tell the IRS either.
No.
Fucking bastards.